All right, well, welcome back to Steve's Sermon Shorts. Glad that you're here today, but a little sad by the topic that we're going to have to talk about today. And it's one of these things that I really wish I didn't have to do, but I feel it's very important for us to tackle issues head on. And today I want to talk about Ravi Zacharias. Now, for those of y'all who are Christians, part of the Christian community, you probably heard about Ravi Zacharias and know that he was a Christian apologetist, and he did some great work. He was in front of leaders of state. He was in front of people all over the world expressing why they should put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ. Well, Ravi Zacharias passed away in May of 2020, I believe, from cancer. And unfortunately, after his death, a lot of very unsavory things have come to light. Unfortunately, Ravi was leading a double life. He was preaching one thing and teaching one thing, but in his own personal life, he was doing something very different. His life was engaged very heavily with sexual immorality. And we look at this, and it's just so sad. And I look at it personally, it's upsetting to me because I looked at Ravi and seen so many of his videos and so many of his lessons, and it's just really touched my heart in lots of cases. But the thing is, now we look, and as a Christian community, with all these things coming out about him and how he was leading a double life, we're left with the question of how do we answer these questions then? When we have people who look and again say, well, hey, look, there's another example of a lying, hypocritical Christian. Someone who you looked up to, someone who people talked about and thought was so good, but yet was living a double life. And the thing is, as Christians, we have to own that. We have to say, yes, he was lying. He was a hypocrite. He was absolutely doing the wrong thing, and he wasn't the man we thought he was. But as Christians, what do? We always point and should always point people to, that's why we don't put our faith in men. That's why we don't put our trust in people. Because we're all sinful, fallen people. We put our faith and trust in the Lord and Him alone. Because what does it say in Psalm 118, 8 through 9? It says this, it is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in princes. You see, God is infallible. God has never done anything wrong. He has never sinned. And we can put our faith and trust in Him and His direction in leading us. And we never put our faith and trust in men and women in this world. Because we know that, yes, they can lead us, they can teach us, they can do things, but they can also fall. So we give grace where grace is needed. We also look and we say, yes, we know that, especially in Ravi's case, he hurt a lot of people. And really, let's be honest, he's hurt the cause of Christ because of his hypocrisy. But let us, again, always push people and show people, this is why we don't put our faith in people. We put our faith in the Lord and the Lord alone. So let us make sure that when we are looking at people who we're emulating or people we're trusting, that they are worthy of that trust, that they truly are following the Lord more than they're following anything else, knowing that, again, man will fall, women will fall because we are sinful creatures, but the Lord is perfect, and we can always trust in His teachings and His authority. All right? So y'all have a good week, and I hope to see you next week.